Another interesting top 25 matchup in the SEC. This time, Auburn holds on and continues their long home court winning streak, beating Arkansas 72-59. When you looked at this game on paper before it started and you see the rankings of Arkansas, you see them sitting at number 13, you see Auburn at 22, you think there's a chance that the Razorbacks might be able to win this game, Steve. However, as we know, Arkansas is dealing with a ton of injuries, and that's absolutely what showed in this one. And and Auburn really showed up. They played really well on this one. This was their biggest win of the season. Wendell Green Jr. I mean, he set the tone right off the bat, and he just could not slow down. 19 points. He was 5 for 8 for the field. He had some great opportunities at the free throw line and capitalized. He looked really good in this one. Auburn, I would say, I've been high on Auburn all year, but there's been a lot of question marks early. There's been some concerns, if you will. Not in this game. This was their biggest one of the year. They made a statement regardless of the injuries of Arkansas. And if they can capitalize and keep this momentum going, Auburn's going to get right back where they need to be because they got some good coaching and they got some great players on that squad.
Yeah, Bruce Pearl came out after the loss. I mean, it's still a head-scratching loss to me when they lost to Georgia, because I just thought the way the teams matched up that Georgia would have no answer to what Auburn can do defensively. But he came out and kind of called out, his guards. With me, everything's guard play, guard play, guard play.
Yeah.
But, I mean, their perimeter defense has been just wretched. I mean, we've got guards putting up career highs pretty much on a nightly basis, against Auburn. But in this game, even though now Anthony Black, he scored 23 points, I mean, he's a matchup problem for any team.
He's a special player. He's a
I mean, he's 6'7", playing guard. That's a tough matchup there. But even he was kind of held in check. He was only shot 5 for 11. I mean, he played well, but really, I thought that Auburn did a really nice job kind of like tightening up that perimeter defense. They're going to play well, inside. I was shocked that Arkansas out-rebounded Auburn. I should have looked a little closer. I'm guessing that Arkansas won the offensive rebound battle since Arkansas couldn't hit a side of a barn for a good part of this game. Maybe that's why the rebounds look like,
they did.
The
offensive rebounds was 17-7 in favor of Arkansas.
Okay. Yeah. So that makes a little bit more sense, but that was the only part of this game other than, Anthony Black doing what Anthony Black does in moments, that Arkansas fans could say, we did this well. Auburn just won every aspect of this game. And like you talked about, right at the outset with Wendell Green Jr., he basically pulled up at the top of the key, drained a three, he got fouled, hit the free throw. So right off the bat, like within 11 seconds, it was 4-0.
Yep.
And like you said, that set the tone. He has struggled. He was really fired up throughout this entire game. So maybe Bruce Pearl is found an answer. Like we talk about a lot of programs, like why does this team always seem to turn the ball over, or why are they getting out rebounded or whatever? Maybe Bruce Pearl has kind of gone into practice and saying, look, we can't keep letting guards give up 23, 25, 30 points a game. I mean, we need to tighten things up. We'll take care of things, in the paint, but we need to tighten up that perimeter defense. Maybe they've come up with a solution and maybe it worked. I mean, the fact that Arkansas was beat up, that might play into it. But I thought Auburn played a much better 2-half defensive game than they have, I think, for a while.
That win's going to keep them in the top 25, no doubt. That will make it a 29th consecutive week for the Tigers. And they also snapped a 3-game losing streak against Arkansas, so another big one. Speaking of Auburn's coach, Bruce Pearl, he was quoted saying that we needed that. I think everybody here would agree we needed that. Could you have expected it? I don't know, but they really showed me something tonight. The bounce back, the quick turnaround, played great from the start, beating Arkansas, the 13th ranked team. It's probably one of the top 4 or 5 wins I've had here at home in Neville Arena. It's an important win, and it was start to finish. Steve, your thoughts on that portion about Bruce Pearl saying that it could have been one of his most important wins as Auburn? That's pretty interesting. And what do you think? Do you think this is the course-correcting turn here for Auburn moving forward into SEC play?
I think it could be, but what I took away from that being the bitter, cynical old man that I am, is do you think that he and his staff are feeling a little bit of pressure because arch rival Alabama is
Mhm.
playing so well? So now, because really Auburn could always kind of count on, okay, yeah, we're going to get beat by Alabama every year in the Iron Bowl. Maybe we'll pull a game off here and there. But on the basketball court, going back to Barkley, even before when Barkley was there, they've always had some good basketball teams down there.
Sure.
But I'm wondering, when you have a rivalry that intense, and we'll talk about that a little bit on another game that we're going to do here tonight. It is it in his head and in his staff's head? Oh my God! Now Alabama is good, so we can't afford. I mean, I said I didn't think they would be a tournament team. They have so far shut me up for the most part, except for the problem with the perimeter defense. I don't know. I still can't figure this team out yet. I don't have a feel for it. Maybe we'll, as we get closer to conference tournament, maybe I will have a better idea, and maybe then I can say, hey, you know what? Auburn has found that solution. They made those adjustments in conference play and gone there, but I'm just not confident yet with them. And maybe I'm just set in my ways and I don't want to admit I'm wrong. But I mean, at least at this point, I don't think that they've shown that I'm 100% wrong.
Yeah, that's fair. As for Auburn on Tuesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern, ESPNU, they're going to take on Ole Miss. Ole Miss is currently sitting at 8-7. Their last game, they lost to Mississippi State by 10. And we know that Arkansas has a lot of issues right now with injuries. We're hoping they can get back healthy. Some of them are season injuries. We don't know what's happened with Nick Smith yet. We want to see if he can come back. But on Wednesday night, they take on Alabama. It's in Arkansas. Alabama is coming off a huge win against Kentucky. They embarrassed Kentucky. Now, for Arkansas, they're going to host the Crimson Tide. With these injuries, it makes you worried about Nate Oates and company coming into town.
I really wish that this was going to be a home game for Alabama, because I would be playing that Ray Charles song, tell your mom, tell your pa, going to send you back to Arkansas. That's what I would do if I was the athletic director. But unfortunately, it's in Arkansas. I'm not sure that they're going to be as keen on that idea. Maybe they can save that for the next time they play later in the year.
All right. Well, let us know your thoughts in the comment description below. What do you think about this injured Arkansas squad? Do you think they have any hope to continue on? Right now, they still sit in the top 10. However, with these injuries and these losses, that's about to diminish. Do you think they can stay the top 25 this year? Do they have a chance to in the SEC against some of these top teams? And as for Auburn, did they write the course? Is this exactly what they needed to continue on and keep themselves in contention in the SEC? Let us know your thoughts in the comment description below. Hit like and subscribe while you're there. It really helps us out. And thanks for watching SlasherU.